Wish stock is falling rapidly. Let's talk about why this is happening, where I think this stock could be headed in the near future, and some news involved with it overall. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. But other than that, let's get right into this video. Alrighty everybody, here we are with WISH, or ticker symbol WISH, otherwise known as Wish or Context Logic. And right now it is not looking too hot for the stock overall. We are down about 2.53% on the day today. And this just adds another red day to the continued amount of red days that we've been seeing with Wish. Wish has been pushed down heavily over the last week, or in the last even month if you want to take it all the way that far. And a lot of people are wondering why. A lot of people are wondering why this is happening. Why will this continue? Will this keep going? I have my own theories about this, and I will be discussing them, of course, in this video today. So make sure you watch to the very end so you don't miss it. But we're going to get into that in the later part when we get into the price action here, down here on Thinkorswim. But for now, I want to talk about this article here because this was one of the main articles, or really the only article that I could find that came out today after Wish is now seeing a massive pullback down to the kind of $9.50, $9.17 level. Let's talk about it. Let's see what it says here. So Context Logic stock is worth a look as its meme pop fades. So let's read a little bit about what this is talking about. Just like other short squeeze stocks popular during June, Context Logic stock so far in July has been falling back to earth. 100%. On July 1st, the e-commerce play was trading for around $12.24 per share. It's back down to single-digit price levels of around $9.50 per share today. In my previous article on it, I questioned the ability of Reddit trader army to send it back to the moon. Mostly due to it being apparent that the second wave of meme stock mania that emerged in late May was running out of gas. Also, the fact that the company's return to high growth would take time, at least a few quarters from now. That wasn't soon enough for speculators to sorry about that, with time horizons measured in days and weeks rather than months. Yet this is impatient, which has resulted in shares taking more than 25% dive. Maybe good news for investors just looking at it today. The short squeeze angle may no longer be in play, but at or below today's prices, it may be worth buying ahead if it's getting back on the growth train again, becoming a stock worthy of a much higher valuation. So when they're talking about this I think is interesting, or something to at least look at. The fact that they say basically that the short squeeze element is no longer in play, not really. I disagree with that. And again, the short interest on the stock is still extremely high. I mean, we can literally go to shortsqueeze.com here and take a look at what the overall short interest is. Oh wait, sorry, that is Fintel. Let's take a look at, there it is, shortsqueeze.com. We'll go here. And as you can see here, as far as you can tell, the short percent of float, and we'll just make sure that we're on the right Wish here, just to double check, is 6.16%, right? Short increase is actually 14%. Whoops. 14%. 14% increase in short percentage of float, which is a staggering increase, especially now as the stock is beginning to fall like a rock, essentially. And I would not doubt that that short percentage increases over the next couple of days, even more so than it has already, now that the stock is beginning to fall and shorts are going to get a little bit more confidence in overall short positions on the stock. Now, whether or not they will keep those positions, of course, or cover, or, you know, get rid of them, whatever you might want to call it, that kind of remains to be seen. But overall, I don't think the short squeeze angle is out of position yet. Now, I do like that they are considering this a growth stock, because in my mind, and what I've always considered the stock, is it's a growth stock, right? This is a stock that for a long time, a lot of people have had their eyeballs on, and a lot of big influencers in the financial investing community have been talking about it, and overall, the numbers aren't that bad. The numbers are actually really decent that are coming out of Wish so far. Again, I do agree that the article said about, you know, taking a few quarters to kind of get back into the swing of things as far as high growth for the company goes. But again, that is going to take some time, and you know, whether or not that's going to happen, you know, in a few quarters from now, a year, or whatever it might be, well, it kind of remains to be unseen, and it's hard to say. But I do think that Wish still has a lot of potential to be a big titan in the e-commerce industry. I mean, we already know that Wish is incredibly popular among consumers, right? Just affordability across the board on all products, and just a variety of different products. It's truly the modern general store of the internet. And I think that they have a very good place, you know, being there. Now, The thing that I really want to talk about today, of course, though, and the main point of this video is why is Wish just dropping like a rock? Now, the second part of this article goes into this where it's the end of the second meme stock wave. A lot of people who have been talking about this have been very aware that the first meme stock wave, of course, happened with GameStop and the original whole debacle going on with that stock. And then we kind of saw a slow fade in overall price and overall sentiment about a month or two after that. There's still plenty of people, though, who care a lot about these stocks, do not get me wrong. And now we're seeing a huge spike in sentiment again. We just recently saw with AMC's gamma squeeze that happened not too long ago. But now we're entering into kind of another, what seems to be a little bit of a fade off period if you look across the board, except for AMC, of course, because AMC just had a really gnarly day the other day. But all across the board, these stocks are doing relatively well, right? They're doing very good for where they are as far as their price range goes and as far as you know, just overall price action goes. But again, that could take a dip really soon here because sentiment is fading. You can look at the graphs. You can see that more and more people are not talking about meme stocks as they were before, especially with these other stocks too that are kind of offshoots of the original kind of thesis of meme stocks, which kind of more revolve around GameStop or AMC. You have stocks like Wish, Clover Health, or a variety of others that a lot of people are really betting on huge gains in, and unfortunately there just is not really a lot of momentum right now with those. Now let's hop into Think or Swim so we can take a look here. This is the 1 day, 1 minute chart. This is what we saw so far in the intraday trading session. We saw a huge bump up here. Well, not huge actually, it's relatively small, I guess, because we're on this what's it called, the timeline, as you might say, or this time frame rather. $9.58. Huge dump down here to the $9.17 area, which is the huge dump that everybody is worried about or was concerned about at market open. And we've kind of stagnated and kind of consolidated here just for the past about hour or two. Now sitting at $9.24, $9.25, kind of going in between that area. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of this day was red. The momentum has already been kind of set, unfortunately, for Wish. And also, too, we are forming a bit of a bear flag here, which, of course, bear flags usually indicate a breakdown to the lower side of things, right? RSI was still heavily oversold here. Right about here, as well as the beginning of the day, touched the 30 line, went a little bit below. This touched the 30 line and went heavily below. MACD too close to call. Let's pull out a little bit here though, just so we get some more context. 20-day chart here. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about when I say that Wish has not been doing good over the last about month or so. It has just been tanking. It has just been overall on a very bad negative downtrend. I mean, Wish has already hit a low of $8.77 before, you know, just a couple days prior, and managed to recover a little bit of those gains, but again, it just cannot hold those levels. I would not be surprised if Wish continues to trade and from the $7 to $8 to $9 to maybe $10 level for the next month, to be honest. And I say that with confidence because I think that unfortunately right now there's just too much short percentage of float right now. There's too much of a lack of positive sentiment for this stock. And I just think that unfortunately, you know, we need more catalysts. We need more pieces of news that are positively going to affect the price. And that's a waiting game, right? That's just something you kind of have to wait out on, whether it's numbers, whether it's financial data, whatever it might be. It's a patience game at this point, guys. You know, and I'm not saying that I dislike the stock. I'm not saying that I don't like the stock. I'm not saying anything bad about the stock, guys. I think you must understand that because we get comments all the time where people hear me say, oh, I don't think it's going to trade higher, and they get really mad. You guys cannot have confirmation bias about this stock. You have to be honest with yourself as well as be honest with your position. Because the thing is, I like Wish for a long-term growth play. And I think that there's no issues fundamentally with the company. I think they're continuing to grow revenues and continue to remain strong as far as the industry that they're in. But again, as long as they can continue that expansion and continue that momentum and continue to put up big numbers every single quarter, I think that's a good sign that hopefully they will be valued more than they are right now in the future. But again, nothing is guaranteed. And I think right now in this current day and age, I'm talking in the next probably month or 2 months, maybe even a couple of weeks, who knows, we'll see, until something bigger happens. I think if there's no major news, this stock will kind of stagnate a little bit. I think there might be some consolidation in the future. But again, that's not guaranteed. So be aware, guys. Subscribe because we always talk about news with these stocks every single day. We're talking about all kinds of different things with AMC, Wish, Clover Health, GameStop, whatever stock you might want to think about. And we talk about other stuff too, about how to make money on the internet and how to do a bunch of other things as well. Those videos we really like making. These videos, of course, we like making because we need to help you guys get the news out and help you guys understand what's going on currently with some of your favorite stocks. But we also like making stuff that's a little bit more valuable example, and a little bit more long form educational type content. So please check that out if you haven't already. It's all over our channel. You guys can check it out. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for Wish Stock. Oh, for any thumbs up today, please like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. If you guys want some free stocks with WeBull, check out the WeBull link down in the description below. And if you guys want to pick up some free cryptocurrency with BlockFi, check out our BlockFi link as well. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.